Hi, welcome again to our Math Online classes. Okay, today's topic is about rounding of decimals. Okay, what does rounding mean? Rounding means to have a number which is not very much accurate, okay? Well, in order to do the rounding, we have to be sure to know very well the place value of a number. Here's an example of a place value where we have the decimal point, then we have the ones, we have the tens, hundreds, the ones, hundred, 1000s, and 10,000s. So remember, this comma is telling us that the thousands are coming. That's when we take in account the numbers to the left. When we go to the right side, we are talking about decimals. In the decimals, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, we have the thousands, we have the 100,000s, and so on. Okay? Very good. Well, what is about rounding of numbers? Well, this is something very interesting. Look, this question. Who is that knocking on my door? If it's 5 or more, write the score. See? If it's 5 or more, write the score. That means you have to write 1. Okay. Who's that knocking on my door? If it's 4 or less, leave the mess. That means the number is not going to change. Well, it's very important that we know what the target number is. Okay? Let's take into account this example. I have this number, 457,872, and my target number is, let's say, 8. Okay? What's telling me? It's telling me that this number should be rounding. And now let's see what's my question. Who's knocking on my door? If it's 5 or more, write the score to 1. So I have to see what's the number that goes next to the right side of my target number. If my target number is 5 or more, then I have to write one score. Well, 7 is more than 5, so my number is going to change to 457, and since 7 is more than 5, this number is going to rise to 9, and that will be rounded. See how simple? All right. Well, this goes for whole numbers. What happens if I have a decimal number? I have a decimal number like this, and it says 6 tens, 700s, and 2000s. Well, my target number is this. Okay? If this is my target number, I have to check to the right. Well, who is that knocking on my door? 5 or more, write the score. 4 or less, leave the mess. Okay, well, 2 is less than 4. That means I have to leave the mess. That means I don't have to change anything. So my number is going to stay like this. See? It's going to be 0, 6, and 7. It doesn't matter if I put 0 zeros, it doesn't make sense. So it doesn't change. Okay? Well, let's have another example. When we have a whole number and a decimal number too. And my target number is here. Okay? That's my target number. So I have to see what comes next to my target number. Again, who is that knocking on my door? If it's 5 or more, write the score. 6 is bigger than 5. So that means that my number is going to change. Since this is bigger, 6 is going to change to 5 is going to change to 6. So my number will be 16. And again, it doesn't matter how many zeros we have. Okay? Well, what happens if I have a number like this? Okay. Well, my target number is this. Okay? Very good. Who's knocking on my door? 5 or more, rise the score. All right? Okay, let's rise the score. The next number to 9 is 10. That means that this is going to be 10, and this is going to be 10, and this is going to be 10, and this is going to be 10. So look how my number has changed. So you have to be very careful. If there's a decimal point, remember, zeros to the right of the decimal point doesn't make sense. So the answer will be, in this case, 100. Well, that's all. I hope you understood what rounding is and how useful it's for our numbers. Well, wishing you the best. Have a good day. God bless you.